Hey Airbenders, I'm Melanie Flores and this is Hot Tea for the Soul. So, this is the weekly hot tea, elemental hot tea. Air people, that's why we're here. So, you either have a lot of air in your chart like me, or you might be looking at this for your intellectual drive, like where you go on your intellectual pursuits, where you should go on business, if that's what you're sort of looking maybe. You know, how you release your anxieties. This would be the reading that you might watch because they're all air things. Breathe. Also air things. So, deep into our lungs. Air people. You remind me every time. So, I am going to do the Greenwood spread, which is sort of how I'm going with the weekly readings. They are really simple. I want to do them sort of quick readings, so we touch base with what's going on for the air peeps, and at the end, I'm going to throw some extra cards for each individual star sign, which will be time-stamped in the description. I hit at this point that you hit like and subscribe, because it'd be great for me, and be great for you, because you get to see my videos every time they come out. So, I do a whole heap of different other hot teas too, but I'm not going to go into those right now. I've got other videos that you can have a look at my 2021 The Hot Tea and Me. So, I also have a couple of other decks out, surprise, because I got a big collection last year. I was grateful to receive. I was grateful I put out in the world, and the world was abundant. So, I am going to give us, though, first up, from the Heart and Soul. So this is a really cute little deck, and I really like how it gets to the heart of the matter. And if you're looking for just something on your table to give you a bit of inspiration, Tony Carmen Salinaro, I think he says his name, Heart and Soul. I've actually got a couple of decks of his, and I like the feeling of each of them. Perhaps take out the instruction card. So if you wanted something, just really heartfelt messages that you could think about today, this is a really good little oracle deck, I'm gonna go with this one. All right, Airbenders. An angel surrounds you with rainbow wings, here to reconnect with you with your true nature, the balanced, healthy, sensitive, and loving you. Remember that there is more to life than your achievements. Consciously connecting to your spiritual and physical realities will help you to reconnect to the sacred, infinite, and creative part of yourself that is yearning to play a greater role in your life. Alright, so this is saying really reconnect. I like that. This has got these angel wings around you of rainbow light. Now, I love that card when it comes out. You can see that rainbow light surrounding you. It's healthy and it's looking for the balanced, healthy, sensitive, loving you. Remember that there's more to life than just achievements. Alright? You know, in that moment, in the flow, learning to be in the moment. Alright. You've achieved something today just by being you. Okay. So, Earth magic cards, because I like a bit of Earth magic. I'm a bit elemental, which is why we're here. Ancestors, this is respecting your generations of who you are, warrior people. Each one of us has 1,000 people to get to who we are right now. Like, I have 11 generations just here in Australia. That's without stepping out of Australia. Like, and so, you know, when we're looking at our ancestors and what they did, I look at how the Aboriginals, my Aboriginal ancestors tended the land, and they were part of great nations that tended the land for thousands of years. Like, and so, you know, when we look at what our heritage is and stepping back and being connected to that, and connected to that earthiness of ourselves and how we got here, our DNA, our generations, our ancestors. And so the ancestors are here with you on your path. And it's a healing path with the snake inside of there. Okay, so from the, what is it, Spellcaster's Oracle? Spellcaster's Oracle, I believe. Alright, here we are. Oh, shoot out there. Oh, dreams. Alright, so this could be that you are having fortuitous dreams that you might want to watch for the signs and symbols. Spend your time just after you wake up, maybe keep a dream diary. Maybe your ancestors are sending you stuff via your dream and that rainbow angel. So this is re-dreaming. It's my favorite thing. I'm going to do a video on it itself. Like, you know, spending your time re-dreaming. Spend some time dreaming about what you want. Alright, this incandescent, beautiful, fertile time. We've got a big moon in there. Surrounding your dreams, and then these blessed cycles here that are surrounding you, protecting you. We've been said you're protected by your ancestors, you're protected by your angels. Alright, time to dream bigger. Reconnect with your dreams, air people. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a Greenwood reading. So I'm going to turn it down to the table, and at the end I'm going to probably leave it down so you continue to see the cards at the end when you have your star sign come out. So I hope that you're enjoying this. Please hit like and subscribe, and I'll show you what we've got. Let's see what we've got in the Greenwood reading. Let's see what we connect. So the first card is Our spirit is our present state. It's where we presently are. Air peeps. Present state for the air peeps. Trying to keep the actual reading short and sweet for the week. I've got a few different readings out, but these ones I want us to be a touch base. What have we got? Whew, half fire. All of your wands, all these wands, these are your wands of faith. They're the things that you believe in. They're turned inward. Turn inward to go, what are you really believing? What do you really want out of things? What is your faith? What is your passion? What is your drive inside of this? That's what this present state is saying. Right, the hearth fire is the thing, the fire that warms the heart of the house, that keeps your house warm. If you've got a slow combusted stove, it's also going to cook your meals, and it's going to heat your water as well while keeping your house warm. So this is an essential. This is the fire inside of your heart. All right, that one step before respect. What do you respect of yourselves? What are these things that you stand for? What is it that burns in your heart? Okay. The next card is your present state. So this is spiritual mediator. It's the next card to meditate on that. There's energy that surrounds you to help you. All right, what have we got? Air peeps, air benders. Ooh, injustice. So this is about the scales being tipped. This is about things not being fair. They're being scalped and the bow of justice is broken on the floor. This is injustice. This is two combatants that are really taking on. So this may be an actual battle of two people like taking on their will. And this is really testing what you believe in, what your faith is, what your heart is. But this is a spot where we're really, there's a combat inside of you. Your ancestors are here saying to redream. Like, this is telling me that, you know, that second energy around you is how are you battling injustice? Have you created something, or are you inside of something? And it's like, how do you speak when your hands are bound inside of this and you're a bit blinded to what's going on? And the scales have been tipped. All right. Arrows are always a little bit cutting. They're swords and their communication and their words, right? So the next card is your conscious will. It's what you consciously think about what's going on. Air people. Okay, what you consciously think about what's going on, air peeps. Oh, insecurity. So this is bringing up all of your, what's going on here is bringing up all of your insecurities. So it's a healing energy, believe it or not. You know, so we're going through all of these things that are injustice and all through all these things that are a frustration inside of here. And it's really revealing and dealing with your demons, right? Because these are words and these are, you know, these are people that you might be spying on you, people might be watching you, and that insecurity of what's been going on inside of here. So some of it, you're on the back of it. Some of it, these are a bit harrowing, right? But she's standing there fairly tall inside of all of these because she's healing. She's letting these things, it's like letting pimples fester, I guess. But this is the injustice and the bound of the frustration when we've got the 2 and 5 together to make this 7 to heal, all right? To go through these insecurities. What is the driving force in your situation? Airbenders. Ooh. Respect. So we move from this 8, the things that you believe in, the things you have faith in, the things that you're passionate in, what you think, and the driving force is here, you know, that you respect who you believe, you respect your choices, you respect who you are, and this is a battle of faith, and this is actually drawing a line saying, you will respect me, because I have all this 8 wands that I believe in, that are my faith, that I know are truths. There's an injustice in here, and it's creating insecurity, and you're right, but this here is this 9 of Wands is saying the source of your power is to have respect for the situation, respect for what's going on in your life. Right, that you've made choices to protect yourself and to draw a line, a boundary inside of this circumstance. All right, what's the unconscious empathy? What's unconsciously going on here? All right, air peeps, you're generous. Your ancestors are with you. Dream, still keep dreaming. You're protected. All right, in your daily life. All right, so unconscious empathy for the air people. Oh, all right, so this is a little searches of faith. These are little things that you believe in. So you're seeing signs, you're getting little bits that actually do get you inspired, that really do make you feel good about where things are going to go. And these are messages of faith. These are messages of faith not to give up. This could be a fire element child. This could be this little ferrety thing when you look over here and you're looking over there, and unconsciously maybe you're looking at new spiritual paths and you're looking at connecting with these things, because that's what a page is spiritual messages really coming forth to you. I always see him ferreting around this little stoat. They're not little, they're bigger than a ferret, but they're ferreting over here looking for that thing and ferreting over there looking for a bit of inspiration. So in the background, we've got a little bit of inspiration, just brewing in the background. What is your challenge? What's your challenge, air people? Oh, we haven't brought up at all. Ooh, all right. And I'm going to put that one to the side. All right, so your challenge is the Chariot. So this is to harness potential energy. That's the Archer, because I said the Chariot because that's what it lines up to in the Rider-Waite deck, I guess, people who are watching from that. But this is like, the Archer is really talking about your potential energy. It's knowing your skills, knowing that you have everything that you need. Like, are you ready for everything? This is what your challenge is to, you know, keep all of your arrows, know, and just hold that potential energy. And really take on perhaps this challenge and bringing these things into the real world. This might be that you've got all of these ideas, but how do you bring them into the real world? It's just really holding that bow, really holding that potential energy. All right, where are you aiming at? Where are you going with it? I can tell you because I've got the next card. All right, so this is the healing element. Where are you going with it? Somewhere else. All right, this is a transition of the mind. So this is really taking, we're talking about arrows one more time, air people. All right, surprise. All right, you're all in your element. This is about a transition. So you can see that this is a calm place where you're sitting in, the soul is in the front of the boat and they're leaving where they are now. This is the healing element. To go, that is what was happening then and there. I have moved on from that place. I'm in a different place in my mind and we're going to move forward. So it's a bit like changing your mind, but it's a transition. You're already sort of going with it because you have to. You walk across this. You're no longer in the space that you were in, air people, in your mind. All right. So you're going to move from this 7. We're going to be moving from that into a transition across. So, outcome card for the air people, and then I'll move on to the individual star signs. Outcome card. What do we got? Dreams, dreams, dreams. Trust your ancestors and dream. Air people, what have we got over here? This is emotional. This is an emotional mother. This is the strength of a woman who, you know, really is in touch with her emotions. Maybe this is going through an emotional time, and it's like trying to release the intellectual side of this and maybe reconnect to the emotional side of this. Or this person is going to help. There may be a water element woman, but really embracing this emotional mother instead of the intellectual mother, maybe. The emotional feminine instead of the intellectual feminine. Engaging inside of this and really communicating how your emotions are and how this is affecting your emotions, I guess. But, you know, it might also be that this is the outcome is spending time with this person. Like this is a helping and healing, but there's a transition in this relationship here somewhere for you. All right, that's where we're at. I'm going to give us one from the Muses deck because I've always got it over there to clarify and I never pull it from there. And I'm going to read the back of that again. All right, so one from the Muses deck. I'm just going to open the deck up because you can just choose to open the deck. Wait up, I'm going to go like this. Oh, I love them when they jump. It's since I started this tarot, this journey on YouTube, the cards themselves literally have been jumping. All right, one card. What do we got? Oh, rest your mind. Take your time. Take your time out. You know, really rest what these insecurities are. Try not to, you know, try to really rest them. Give them a spot. Compartmentalize, move away from it, and have a bit of a break in your mind. That's what you need to do. An angel surrounds you with rainbow wings, here to reconnect you with your true nature, the balanced, healthy, sensitive, loving you. Remember that there are more to life than your achievements. All right, consciously connecting to your spiritual and physical realities will help you reconnect to the sacred, infinite part of yourself that is yearning to play a greater role in your life. All right, your ancestors are here. So I'm going to do the individual star signs for you that are still here. Thank you very much. I am trying to keep the readings, as I said, the weekly bits a bit short. Here we are. What do we got? So I am going to start with Gemini. Gemini. All right. Gemini people in the house. What do we got? Wow. All right, let's do it again. Gemini people, 1. All right. This is very wolf. This is slow and steady win the race sort of thing. This could be like the light and the dark, and this could be somebody who is showing you one side of themselves and not the other. They do combine. This is like a person who can work with a group, and this knight can work with a group, and he can work by himself. You know, and so it can show 2 different sides of our nature perhaps here, but perhaps, you know, that your being this is not as settled. He's still, you know, thinking that he can pace this out is where he's at. He doesn't rush things like a couple of the other knights inside of there. Like, this guy's sort of really sort of pacing it out. All right, Gemini, what else have we got? What else have we got, Gemini? Ooh, protection. So this is sort of protecting you young. This is the 4 walls, protecting what you have, protecting your stance, trying to protect a child. But this is physical. This is like, you know, there's with the rest card that we had before. It's like 1, 2, 3, and then we rest. Each of the 4s is a rest position where we sit back and we take restock, and we are protecting what we have in the physical plane. All right. In the material world, protecting our materials. Those might be just, you know, regrouping Geminis. 1 more card. What have we got for the Geminis in the house? There we have it. Ooh, here we are. This is like the blasted oak. This is really like moving away. This is a new, the things will be ending, and this will be a sudden end, and it'll move away from where you are now. It may be that, you know, there's been a course of action that it's like this is going to change, like, and it's breaking away. And it happens quick and fast, and it will bring you down. It brings your foundations down. It brings you down to the ground. It leaves you with just who you have and your bare bones. But literally, that's where we build back from with this blasted oak lightning energy. Gemini, there's a change coming. So you may be trying to protect things, and there might be things that you've been trying to hide inside of here, but something is going to smashingly come your way, Gemini. All right, so all of this may be changing, but there is going to be a new path for you, Gemini, to dream. All right. You have been protected. It's about bringing it back to the true congruent you. All right, Geminis, that's a bit lightning energy with everything you've got. Keep that stable foundation for you. All right, so the next I have is Libra. Libra, thank you for being here. Oh, so what have we got here? You've got a new foundation coming with all of this, with this half fire and everything that's been going on, all the words that have been going on around you, and the injustices of what's been said. You've respected yourself this whole way, and you know what your potential energy is. You have made a transition of the mind, and you've been connected to this emotional woman. All right, so this is transition, and you're really aiming at this, really connecting with your emotional side and stuff. But we are really looking at a new foundation, maybe buying a new house, new investment, new job. It may be that you just everything from where we've come from you. So there's a new spot, and you can see that you've got foundation stones for your new life, your new house that you're building, new career path, maybe even. All right, Gemini. Libra. Sorry, Libra. 2 cards more. 2 more cards for Libra. All right, 2 more cards for Libra. What have we got down here? So these half fires led you on a path, right? So inside of this is a moment for reflection. So when we have this transition, you can see that same transition here. It's a transition of the mind, Libra. So this is taking our moon and taking it and looking at it in the mirror and removing the emotions from it, and being able to look at this transition without being emotionally attached. We've actually got those 2 cards sitting here. Those 2 cards together are this card, like when you look at that. Right, so we've got that heron sitting in there. We've got this transition that you're going through. This new foundation will be able to make you have a look, be able to reflect on your life and look back at it objectively from a different angle, so that you can move forward from where you are in this transition. That's amazing. Those 2 cards go together. All right, let's have a look. See, I should just brought that up in the first place. There's your transition. There's your heron. There's reflection. So we've got this sitting in here in this reflective card. All right. So it's a moving and healing to a more emotional place for you. New foundation, reflecting on where you've been. All right, so 1 more card. 1 more card for our Librans. It's really balanced inside of there, bringing those energies forward for you. And that one here, and this is a dreaming. This is redreaming as well, because that's sitting in you. Oh, and there we have it, the 8. It's the struggle. So it's the struggles of looking back. So when we look but we've got to be careful about not manifesting, because anytime we have an 8, it can be bringing that to earth and not manifesting those struggles into reality. But what this is really talking, again, I always talk about this, and it will be inside of this transition, and this transition to, be reconnected or more connected with your emotional being, and going through the insecurities of the injustice. There's been there's a little bit of hardship in there. There's struggle of the mind to get through in this new. It may be that there's contracts that you need to walk through. There may be things and things that you're going to inside of where this new foundation is being laid that you need to work out on that but it's really really walking through whatever the outcomes of this insecurity and this injustice, and walking forward through it as you reflect, and remembering that this is of the mind. So we remove the emotions when we're reflecting, but we don't remove our insecurities and our fears when we do this. So it's like also trying to, in your new foundation, every time I see these sort of cards, it's always write lists in your struggles and what you're struggling with in this new foundation, so you can reflect, so maybe you can heal from those. All right, Libra, I hope that works for you. I hope that you got something from that. So last but not least, I have Aquarius. What have you got going on, Aquarius, this week? Give us something for Aquarius, for our airbenders. All right, one. The sun is gonna shine. All right, so this is about reaching out and knowing that there's a universal whole, and that that you are part of the I am, and that you're able to reach this sun, and that this angel is protecting you. Consciously connecting with your spiritual reality. So this is both physical. The sun is going to shine. There's happy times ahead. Really embracing and putting your arms out and reaching out and saying, I take this. I am part of the cosmos. I am part of the whole. Happy sunshine in this transition. All right, Aquarius, what else have we got for you this week? Happy sunshine. Happy sunshine. All right, Aquarius, what else have we got? All right. Ooh, this is really reconnecting again. Alright, so this is really reconnecting with that inner mystic of yourself, knowing that yourself, you're spiritual divine. This is the seer, which is the high priestess for anybody who's playing along. So this is really talking about really getting in contact with your exosteric nature. And so that sits between that's in all of our elements. I think when we're talking about the high priestess, you're really talking about the divine elements of all of the elements. So it's like, our cup being our emotional, the divine emotional woman. This is the divine faith woman. This is a divine material woman, although the Empress really does get a good look in there. And this is the divine, divine air. And so this is all of our elements combined to make this divine light, and that you can feel that you're connected to it, and really reconnecting with it, like we were discussing in the earlier card over here with our angel. Reconnecting with it. One more for Aquarius. What have we got? Judgment. Alright, so there may be that remembering the sun is going to shine. So this says to me that you sort of know what's going on, you can sort of foresee what's going on, and the elements, and you've got to breathe in, the sun is going to shine. You have to look at your outcomes in different ways, because we are going through a period of judgments, Aquarius. So when we look at this judgment, we're really talking about what other people may be thinking about you, and that becomes bigger and bigger. Remember, inside of that, you don't have to answer to everybody. You only have to answer to a certain amount of people in here, and your idea is to keep your eye on the path, right? Not make it bigger, not make it harder. Keep that bear in perspective, because it's your path that you need to keep your eye on, right? And make sure that you're keeping your communication, and that you're keeping this all on target to where you want to go. All right, Aquarius. That seems really fortuitous. There is the sun shining inside of this event, and you've got people these people can see what's going on. You can see what's going on. You can sort of predict where things are going, and that's a comfortable spot inside of you. Really keeping your eye on the blessings, really keeping your eye on the target and what the aim is of it. Not making the judgment of others and what others are requesting of you bigger in your mind than what they actually are. Only giving them a certain amount of power as you aim to that. Alright, Aquarius, I really hope that helps you. Thank you very much for staying here. If you're still here, I have a whole heap of different videos that are going to come up on this hot tea for the soul. I am really glad to hear, and I really hope that gave you something to work with for this week. Thank you very much, and I will catch you on the flip side.